And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another 7 Days to Die. This is going to be a little tutorial video involving building a Hoard defense tower type of thing. And, of course, it has decided to snow. Well, long story short, what this is a tunnel from the main base, which is right over there, to here. So I like this because that way we can travel back and forth and we don't have to worry about screamers, or if we're a little late for Hoard night or whatever, we will be able to come and get in here unmolested. So we're going to do this. There's going to be, it'll probably take a couple of videos to get this done properly. So just bear with me and watch them through to the end, and I'm sure I can give you guys a little bit of knowledge. So we're going to have a Hoard defense slash sniper lookout tower. Now we have to figure out the size, and I don't have anything exactly in mind on how to do this. We'll make this hatch kind of in the center. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. You want to build in threes so things come out evenly. 1, 2, 3. So I think if we go about this size, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. I like that. Those should be our corners. And we are going to use the pillar 50 because it is just awesome. So what we can do is pull that out. That'll be a corner. And pull that out and replace it. And pull this one out and replace it, and pull this one out and replace it. That should be our corners. Now these pillar 50s I am using are the wet concrete you can make right in your inventory. So that will be our start. This will be a decent size, very defendable area for one person. Now let's just carry our walls all the way around, like so. Beautiful. This will give us our shape. And my guy's going to be cold. I better put my duster on. Since I woke up and it's snowing, we don't really live in the snow biome, but it appears like every 5 seconds. Well, not every 5 seconds. Every other game day or so, we seem to get a snowstorm, which is fine. It's a little bit harder than normal, but meh, it's not horrible. And this is on the Patreon server, and DT is on with me, but I think he is having some communication issues at this time. I was fully intending for him to at least be in the video in the sense of we could hear him. I think he is off exploring and doing some looting and stuff like that. So, but he is on with us. But I ended up having to mute him in Discord. Yeah, I could hear him, but he wasn't responding to me. Not sure what was going on, to be honest. So, we'll just carry on. Now, these will dry to the softer concrete, and then will need to be upgraded one more time. So, keep that in mind, guys. I mean, you could get away with not upgrading them fully, but I'm getting pretty hard zombies at this point, so upgrading is always a good idea if you have the resources. And if you're doing multiplayer, you should be able to have plenty of resources. Okay. Beautiful. Oops. To jump and place that one. Maybe. There we go. Beautiful. And I kind of lost count through my babbling as to how many layers I currently have. So we're going to have to recount those, but not the end of the world. I think 5 would be plenty. 6 would be ideal. Starting to run a little short on them. So let's go ahead and craft some more. I did bring some concrete with me. And if you just type in pill, let's see what's the max amount. That's too many. Let's do another 100. I think I started with 163 or something. Oops. There we go. Alright. How many layers is that? Let's jump down and count them. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I can live with 5. But 6 would be ideal. Alright. Will we have enough? Yeah, because we can make more. We do have a lot of resources in the base. So let's go for 6, because I think that's the ideal number. I think 5 would be the minimum, and anything more than 6 would just be a waste. Be careful when placing these, because they are fairly hard, and if you misplace them, you're going to really not like it very well. Alright, get this lined up here. Apparently there is a bug with drying concrete, and I would assume in the next patch they will be taking care of that. Alright, let's see. Let's make our roof on top of here, like so. And then I will pick up all these frames I have been walking on. Alright. I find it easier to be able to pick up frames if I don't have frames in my hand. I know you can do it, but it just looks all blurry and wonky and wrong. Now these frames you'll be able to make in your forge, and they are the reinforced rebar frames. Now, another little tip, when you're upgrading or doing this, I guess that would be considered upgrading, finishing the block, make sure you go around and at least hit all the corners, because you won't be able to finish them from the inside. You'll have to go outside the structure to be able to do it. So bear that in mind. And we will be adding some of the new fan traps, Alpha 16 style, to the outside of this. So I've done some of the groundwork for that, and I think we'll do that in part 2 of this little mini-series. Alright, let's leave that one open, and of course I will probably step in that hole and fall down, because that's what I do. Maybe not. We'll see. Time will indeed tell. Definitely want a hatch there, though. So, bear that in mind. You want to be able to get on top of your roof for sure. Alright, ta-da! What'd that take? 10 minutes. So, to build this little thing right here, you have a great little Hoard base that you can loot through the pillars. You can shoot out the pillars. You can melee through the pillars. We're not done. Oh, look at the dog Hoard. Lovely. Hello, boys. Yep, so dog hordes are still a thing. We've also gotten a wolf horde. So, wolf horde and dog horde. Trying to get a headshot on him. He's too spastic. Stop destroying my concrete, bro. He's dead. Now this problem of not being able to see them properly, we're going to cure that here in just a minute. And hold still. There we go. Looks like one left. There we go. Let's reload that. Just in case of more issues. Alright. Now I'm going to show you guys... Well, let's do our hatch first. Well... oh, I took all the scrap metal out. That's fine. A wooden hatch will work just fine. Alright, let's go ahead and get out. And if you go into the pillars... I did break my leg. Normally that doesn't happen, but usually if you go into the pillars, you can slide down without breaking your leg. Yeah, now I remember what I was doing. Holy cow. Guys, I'm gonna have to pause out for a second. BRB. Okay guys, sorry about that. Well, it's edited out, so it won't bother you guys. Alright, so next on the hit parade, we need to put up some of these bars. And now, in the current state of the game, I'm finding it impossible to put them up while being up there. So you're going to hold down the R button, and then you get this advanced option, left click until you find the spot you want your bars to be in. Oh, and I went past it twice now. Oh, there we go. So, once you place one, you're good. But I thought I would just do a couple there. It seemed to be nighttime as well. And then I have all these dog corpses all over and can't place a block. Life of the tutorial guy. Alright, that held its shape. Make sure they're all the way at the top, like so. Beautiful. Like I said, once you have one in position, you're good to go. Make sure that you hit all four sides, otherwise you will hate yourself later. And same with this. Put a couple up. Beautiful. And we shall do the same thing on this side. And get a couple up there, and we will be good to go. Alright, now I'm going to pause out, go back underneath through the tunnel, and we will do some more work. Okay guys, we are back inside the wonderful Hoard Basity guy. Now, I'm just going to throw up a couple of frames here. Actually, I should have been over there. That'll be fine. Go right to the ceiling. And let's do some upgrading and go ahead with our ladder. And there we go. We got the bottom one. Very nice. Now, cow, guys. My phone. We will need 6 of these. Yeah, I think so. Or 7. 6 or 7. I need 8 torches right now. So, start there. I'm too close. There. And we'll finish those at the bottom in a second. Here is our hatch. Let's get rid of our branch and put our hatch there. And we're going to put it right on top of our ladder. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and hang the rest of our rebar frames. Like so. And so. And so. Lovely. I love it when a plan comes together. Corners are a little hard to place. Just fool around with them. Get some practice. You too will get it. Now, I realize this is a bit of an expensive build. You could theoretically do all of this out of flagstone or the cobble. You know, for just starting out, it would be fine for the first couple of hordes, but I am afraid that it, you would be overrun if you relied on it much past the, probably I would say past the 3rd horde. You would be having extreme issues. You would be not liking yourself. And I am going to go ahead and upgrade this all the way to steel. Put that torch a bit lower. Oh, my guy's hungry. Like normal. Just add some torches all the way around. Lovely. Let's get... Did I pick up the air torch? I think I did. I hate air torches. They look like they're in the air. Alright. Beautiful. Now, you may think we are done, and you could stop here, but we ain't done. The vultures now will come along periodically and mess with us. So, if you're fighting a horde and you have vultures show up, you definitely would want to be in a cage on this upper level. And the ideal way to do this, I think, guys and girls, would be if we had multiple people on a horde night and had one person in the bottom and then one person at least in this top. So let's go ahead and jump up here if we don't fall off and probably die this next time. Sorry it turned nighttime, but hey, oh balls. That's what I meant about placing these in the proper place, or you will hate yourselves. There we go. Alright. I think 3 or 4 high here will be plenty. About the level of that should be dandy. Yeah. And you can walk on them. As you can see, it's a bit precarious, but with a little practice, you can do it. Trust me. I have a little bit of practice in this game, as you might could figure. And I thoroughly enjoy it. It's a very fun, challenging game that once you figure it out and get a rough idea of what is going on and what the point is, you will excel in it. I have the night set fairly short. I think 2 a.m. is our morning time, so. Alright, let's put a roof on this bad boy, shall we? Such as this. If you don't put a roof on here, 1, the vultures, 2, you're going to get barfing cops. That is always a thing. Always a possibility. Now, the weakest link in this structure is the bars that I put on. But I think it's a necessary risk because you are able to look directly underneath and shoot zombies directly beneath you. So, definitely worthwhile. And they are repairable. Everything in the game pretty much is repairable. So, keep that in mind. Maintenance. As we look over here at the base, you can see that fence. That fence really isn't there, and as you get close to it, it renders away. It goes away. Coffee. Not sure why it's doing that other than it's a POI, and you know, maybe at the far distance rendering it is it remembers that there was a fence indeed there and draws it back in. Don't know. Just an interesting observation. Again, if we jumped inside to upgrade these, hush timer, we would not be really able to get this outside edge in the corners for sure. The edge you can get, but the corners you cannot. They're being blocked, so keep that in mind. Always finish your corners from the outside of the structure. Now, I did leave one frame out. See if we can find it. That one. So we will have a ladder and a hatch again to be able to access this roof. Very important for doing repairs. And if you wanted to add another sniper up here, if he was willing to take the chance of not being attacked or barfed on by the cops and or the vultures. Oh, we left another one out as well. Boy, I kind of did these materials just about right. Alright, let's do ladders. Let's do 5 more? We'll see. Not a big deal. If we make 1 or 2 too many. There we go. I'd like to walk down that, please. And nice. Let's also make a hatch. And do the scrap iron one. Where the ladders are. Nice. Okay, again, make sure that you put your top ladder in, otherwise your hatch will sink down and will be in the wrong location. Beautiful. And we can upgrade these later if we feel it necessary. Like this guy. There we go. Beautiful. I'm going to have a little bit of a fall here, but should not be horrible. There. Just nice. And let's go ahead and finish our ladders. Now, I will line this with spikes like normal, and we will also add the fan blade traps. But that's going to be it for right now, guys. We will upgrade this all the way to steel. We'll save that for the next episode as well. If y'all enjoyed this and have learned something, well, I need to show you guys one thing. The reason why we did what we did. Let's go back up the ladder. I'm going to show you. Doesn't matter if you're using a bow, sniper rifle, or whatever. You see, you can shoot straight down as zombies are right there. That's why we added the rebar or the bars here all the way around. Simply so you can shoot straight down beneath you. Okay, guys? Now, if you learned anything, if you enjoyed it, if I was entertaining, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It'd be awesome. And you can also hit that little notification bell so next time I release a video or go live, you'll be the first one to find out. Alright guys, until next time, this has been Like a Boss. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Be safe out there in the real world.